Hello everybody and welcome in. My name's Tom, your neighborhood butcher, and today we're going to go through all of our local ads in California, Arizona, and Nevada and see if we can save ourselves some darn money. You betcha. I think as we go through this journey, you and I are going to be able to find some key locations in your area to be able to go to save money on your weekly and monthly food bills. You betcha. Let's go on this journey together and let's see if we can find the best deal in the market for those steaks that you want to grill on the weekends, or just that ground beef or Taco Tuesday. Let's see if we can find it together, you guys. We're going to go over a number of stores today. We're going to go over Stater Brothers, Cardenas, Smart&Final, Safeway Albertsons in Arizona, Fry's, Bashas, Food for Less, Ralph's, California Safeways, Smith's, and Vaughn's. All right, you guys, let's go on this journey together. And on our first stop, we're going to stop at Stater Brothers. This is a local California company that I grew up going to with my father when I was just a young man. And at Stater Brothers today, they have flat meat on sale. And you know, I've been talking up the flat meat, especially the last month or so, as being one of the best carne asadas that in the market, in my opinion. Beats out skirt steak, beats out thin cut flank, beats out that thin cut chuck. That flat meat is a very, very good piece of meat for carne asada. And at $7.99 a pound, that's a decent deal. Pretty good, just competitive market price on this flat meat. Flat meat starts off at about $12.99 a pound, you know, when it's not on sale. So it's up there in that sirloin range as far as price. And at $7.99, that's just a good, decent price. They're offering a T-bone on sale at $10.99 a pound. T-bones are somewhere in that $12.99 to $14.99 a pound range. So this is just a decent deal. They're just trying to be competitive at $10.99 a pound. You can get the T-bone or the porterhouse. And then they just have a good, just average across the board price on boneless, skinless breast chicken for just $2.99 a pound. And that's not bad at all. And then they have their, what do we have here? 73% lean ground beef sold in a 3-pound package at $4.99 a pound. Now, $4.99 a pound on 73%. Remember, that's 27% fat, 73% actual meat. So it's going to shrink up quite a bit on you. You're going to lose 27% of that. And at $4.99 a pound, that's just a decent deal. Nothing special, nothing to write home. All right. We have avocados, medium Hass avocados, 4 for $5. That is a pretty good deal right there. And then a 2-pound package of strawberries at $4.99. You know, $2.50 a pound. It's an average price, just competitive in the market. And then we have California grown yellow peaches and yellow nectarines for $1.99 a pound. Not bad. Here's a good soda deal. You know, $1.49 each when you buy 4 Pepsi and Mountain Dew 2-liter bottles. And then in the Coke variety, when you buy 3 12-packs, you get them for $5.99 a pound. And that's just a pretty good price on soda, $5.99 each. Let's see what else we have. Eggos for $2.99, not bad. Little Debbie's at $3.49. That's a good thing to throw in your kids' lunches as they go back to school. What else do we have on this ad? Buy one, get one free on just a good old-fashioned pizza. Craven flavors, raisin crust, pizza style, ultra thin pizza. So just their basically Stater Brothers store brand pizza. Buy one, get one free. Take a look at that regular retail to make sure you're getting a good deal on that pizza. Buy 2, get 1 free on Cheetos, Fritos, and Sun Chips. Just decent. Take a look at the retail to make sure you're getting a good deal. Shasta Cola. God, I haven't seen Shasta Cola forever, but at $1.49 a 2-liter, that's not too bad. And here's 7-Up and Squirt at $1.49 when you buy 3. Not too bad as well. Snack Packs and Goldfish. These are both good little products to put in your kids' lunch. And then looks like we have Frito-Lay multiple packs, 10 to 12 count selected varieties at $5.49. And there's some more things that you can throw in the kiddos' lunch pails. You betcha. Farmer John classic, you know, pork sausage or breakfast sausage links at $1.99 each. and that's a decent deal as well. Let's keep sliding down this ad and see what else we have. Go-Gurts, Go-Go Squirts, Go-Go Squeeze applesauce. Oh no, these are digital deals right here. And let's see what we have. 10 3-ounce packs at $7.99. That's just a decent deal. Cubed soda right here. This is the 24 canned soda at $8.99. That's not too bad right there. And let's see what else we have. Here we go. USDA choice beef round London broil or top round steak for $5.99 a pound. Yeah, well, anytime you can pick up a good roast or steak, even in that top round variety for $5.99 a pound, you're doing a pretty good deal. Pretty good, you know, nowadays anyway. So that's not a bad price at all. Baby back ribs at $4.99, just an average Joe price. Bone-in loin sirloin chops or roast at $2.49 a pound. That's a decent deal. Fresh butterball ground turkey, 16-ounce pack at $3.99. That's not a bad deal at all. Then you got picnic style pork, bone-in pork shoulder for $2.49 a pound. And for all you smokers out there, that is a pretty good deal on a pork shoulder. You know, like I said, Seder Brothers is a smaller company and they're just trying to compete as well. Not as much support as, say, your bigger, you know, Kroger companies, your Albertsons, Safeway, and some of these, the backing of some of these other bigger companies. All right, let's slide into Cardenas ads. And this Cardenas ad is going to be in Arizona and California. And what I love about Cardenas is it's a little, you know, local market, and they always, each and every week, right here, beef shoulder for just $5.99 a pound. So they have, and I believe it's a chuck steak as well. No, it's a clod steak. So you have beef shoulder clod steak, regular or marinated at $5.99 per pound, and that's good. It's that cross rib. So this, you know, the cross rib on the cow is going to be that front arm, and then the chuck, of course, is going to be right here on this front shoulder. So, you know, cross rib is a good piece of meat. It's the cousin to the chuck, and it shreds up really, really nice in the crock pot and does a lot of things. It acts a lot like the chuck, but it's just a tiny bit leaner. The only drawback to that clod or, God, I don't know, beef shoulder, whatever you want to call it, is it has a little bit of sinew that runs right through the middle of that roast. And it takes quite a bit of cooking for that to break down and really get soft. So it's a good slow cooking roast in my opinion. We have fresh corn, 2 ears for 99 cents, and cantaloupe, 33 cents a pound. My Lord, that's a great deal. Then what do we have here? Chicken leg meat, regular and marinated, $2.49 a pound. It's just okay. And then large grade eggs, 18 count for $5.99. So that's a little high right there on the eggs, unfortunately. These are little markets, you know, they're trying to compete as well. So some of these prices are just, you know, they're their regular prices. They're just trying to draw you in on a few of these big front page items to get you in the store. And then hope you'll spend a little bit of money. Squirt 7-Up, 5 for $5, so $1 for a 2-liter bottle of 7-Up or Squirt. Man, that's not a bad deal at all. And then we have Bar S, what is that? You got Frank's and Bar S Bologna, 2 for $3, so $1.50 each. Monsters at $1.99, that's not bad each. Not bad at all. Let's keep rolling down this ad. They always have some neat things in these ads. This is a 32 pack of water, 3 for $10.99, so this is a great donation opportunity. Man, it's so hot out there, and there's a lot of people in need of water. You know, you can buy, you know, 3 for $10.99 and take a couple of these down to maybe the fire departments, your local schools. Some grocery stores will hand this out. There's a lot of other places that hand out water to people in need that you can make those donations to. Short ribs, and flanken style ribs at $6.99 a pound. That is a decent deal for flanken style ribs. And $5.99 a pound on taco meat or stew meat. That's not bad either. My lord, for that stuff being cut up and ready to go at $5.99 a pound, not bad. Canned tuna, 99 cents. Not bad. And then we have, what else? There's Coke products in the 2-liter bottle, 5 for $5. So that's not bad right there. So you can get, man, 2-liter bottles of Coke, 7-Up, Squirt, all for $1 each. Man, that's a good deal when you buy 5. So you got to buy 5 of them bad boys. Let's keep looking down this ad. What else do we have on sale? Ground pork for $3.49. That's a good price right there, you guys. And normally that would be in the $5 range for that pound size package of ground pork. A whole host of produce deals here. 69 cents on bananas. And then what else do we have here? So that's a top round steak or roast, $7.49. Then there's a thin cut boneless chicken, $5.99. That's just okay. Let's see if we have some good shrimp deals here. 26 to 30 count for $6.99 a pound. Unfortunately, that is tail on, shell on, undeveined at $6.99 a pound. That's just a decent deal. Oh, let's see what else. All right, well, that's it for the Cardenas ads. You know, so pretty decent deals on their ad. And now we're going to roll into the Smart&Final ad. There's Smart&Finals in California and Arizona. And they're starting off their ad with a 99-cent Foster Farms chicken drumstick value pack. Man, it's not bad. Not bad at all for drumsticks. If you're barbecuing this weekend, man, why not? 49 cents a pound on cantaloupe. We did see it cheaper at another store, but that's still a good deal for cantaloupe. And then here we go, man. Flat meat. You're seeing flat meat in more and more of these ads, and it's $7.99 a pound. That is a good price for flat meat. First Street mandarin oranges, $4.99 each for a 3-pound bag. Man, these are just good little thing to throw in the kiddos' lunch boxes as they go back to school. Peaches for $1.99, limes 4 for $1. Hass avocados. This is a small avocado, 2 for $1. You got Doritos, Cheetos, and Ruffles. Now this is the party size, so a little bigger bag for $3.99 each when you buy 3. Not bad. And then Bashas Jumbo Franks, regular and bun length for $1.25 each. And that little guy is in the ad almost every single week. And that's a good price for those Jumbo Franks. Let's see. First Street ground beef, 73% lean, $3.99 a pound, sold in a 5-pound chub. $3.99 a pound for 73% is more of what I would love to see, you know, from companies. And here we are at the Smart&Final. You got your First Street boneless skinless breast chicken at $2.99 a pound, and not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. Here we go, 24 count water, $2.99 each. Not bad. And then cucumbers, 2 for $89, or 2 for $98, sorry. And then green cabbage, 69 cents per pound. Not bad. Cheez-Its, family size at $3.99 a box. And that is the family size box, so a nice large box. And this Kellogg's Mega Variety Pack. Oh man, this 30 bags in there for $13.99. That's not too bad. Those are just great. That's just a great deal for the kiddos' lunches. Let's keep rolling down this, see what else we have. Ora Wheat and Thomas's English Muffins and Bagels for $2.99 each. That's a good price. And I think, we have a couple more deals here. Here we go. Spare ribs at $3.49. Just a decent deal. And eye round roast at $4.89 a pound. For man, as lean a roast as that eye round roast is at $4.89 a pound, that's a great price. And it's sold whole in the bag, so you are going to have to trim it and do some things to it, but that is still a very good price. Fresh chicken wings at $2.99 per pound. That's not bad. And then you got your Jennie-O lean seasoned ground turkey. Looks at $4.99 each. And that is a 16-ounce pack, yeah. That's just a decent deal there. Crystal Geyser water, $5.49. Here you got Pepsi 12 packs at $5.99 each. It's not too shabby. Let's see what else. And that's about it for the Smart&Final. You know, there's quite a few other little deals in there. You know, mac and cheese for $1. You know, so they've got other things in there as on sale as well. So their best deal, drumsticks for 40 or 99 cents a pound, and cantaloupe for 49 cents a pound, and then that flat meat at $7.99 per pound. Let's slide into the Safeway. This is Safeway and Albertsons in Arizona. And man, I looked at this ad earlier, and I'm gonna have to run over to this store because man, they have some smoking deals. Smoking deals. Mangoes, 33 cents each. 8 ears of corn for $1. And then what do we got? Pork sirloin chops at 97 cents per pound, sold in the value pack. These are digital offers that you're gonna have to go and download. Johnsonville sausage at $3.97. Boy, and the deals just keep coming at that Safeway Albertsons in Arizona. This week they're running the petite sirloin for $4.99 a pound. It's not bad. An easy peel shrimp, 5160 count, frozen, sold in a 2-pound bag at $4.99 a pound, so $9.98 for a 2-pound bag. Not bad. 85% lean ground beef at $4.99. That's good for 85%. That is a decent price. Take advantage of that. And then Sanderson Farms drumsticks, thighs, and leg quarters at $1.29 a pound. Not bad. Not bad at all. California avocados and vine ripe tomatoes, 99 cents. Not bad. What do we got? Pork spare ribs. This is a weekend sale, the 26th and 27th. Pork spare ribs at 99 cents a pound. Man, that's a smoking deal right there, you guys. Smoking deal. Redbird chicken patties at $4.99 each. That's 32 ounces of chicken patties for $4.99. Why not? $1.99 on a 6-ounce thing of blueberries. Now it's a smaller pack of blueberries, so $1.99 is just an okay price. Monsters at 3 for $5. So some decent deals. Decent deals indeed. Looks like they're running some sort of 99-cent sale. Save more with digital deals, 99 cents each. And then Doritos, Lay's, Sun Chips, all $2.29 each. Not a bad price. We see this deal almost every single week. Buy 2, get 2 free on soda. And this week is no different. You got Pepsi and Coke products. Buy 2, get 2 free. Please make sure and look at that regular retail to make sure you're getting a good deal. What else do we have in this ad? Red Baron Pizza, $3.49 each. Man, that's a decent deal. Buy 2, get 3 free. Man, there's your Quaker bars, your Crunch. You got Life cereal. There's a bunch of different things. And buy 2, get 3 free. And man, those are usually pretty decent deals. Check that regular retail. Strawberries for a pound, $2.99 each. That's just a decent deal. And then boneless, skinless breast, $2.99 a pound. And then, of course, they got a bunch of little hot deals, little coupons to clip to save some money. Excuse me, you guys. Sara Lee bread at $2.99. And then Thomas's English muffins and bagels at $3.99 each. We've seen a cheaper price on that in other stores, but not too bad. Fab 5, buy 5 or more. Mix and match deals. You know, take a look for this POS on your tag on the shelf to be able to identify these good Fab 5 deals. Oh, that's not bad right there. There's a cucumber for 69 cents each. T-bone, $12.99. We saw them at the Stater Brothers for $10.99, so that's not, not the best deal. Ooh, here we go. Boneless pork loin chops or roast for $1.99. That's a great deal on pork. Usually it's pork shoulder at that price, but this is a pork loin for that sale. 21.25 count raw easy peel shrimp at $6.99 a pound. That's a good size shrimp for that price. And then 93% lean ground beef at $6.99 each, and that's a 1-pound package. Fresh center cut or marinated salmon at $10.99. It's not bad. Decent price on marinated salmon. Oh, but here's a great price right here. So you got your Oscar Mayer Lunchables, or you got farmland bacon at $3.99 each. And that's a good price for that 16-ounce pack of bacon. Here we go. Digital deal on Signature Select russet potatoes, 5-pound bag for $1.99. And then salads for $1.99 as well. Not bad at all. I'm telling you, man, this Albertsons Safeway in Arizona throwing the deals at you. That is going to be a good place to shop to save some money. All right, let's roll into the Fry's ad. Fry's is in Arizona, and they're running some decent deals as well. $4.49 a pound on 80% lean ground beef sold in a 3-pound package. It's not bad for 80% lean ground beef. $2.99 each on whole seedless watermelons. You get those big ass watermelons, and for $2.99, why not? Baby carrots at 88 cents a bag on a 2-day sale. It's gonna be a Saturday Sunday sale, and then St. Louis style ribs at $1.99. So that's that nice part of the spare rib with that brisket bone taken off. St. Louis style rib is a nice barbecue and rib at $1.99 on the 2-day sale. Oh, we got the chuck. We got Fry's running the chuck roast or chuck steaks. So the chuck roast is $5.99. The chuck steaks are $6.99. But I would challenge you to just take that chuck roast home and cut it into steaks if that's what you need, and save yourself a little bit of money. But at $5.99 for the chuck roast, that's just a good price. Kroger dinner sausage at $3.99, not bad. Mix and match, buy one get one free on Cheerios and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. This is the large size box, not bad. And then it looks like Coke and Pepsi, buy 2 get 2 free. Take a look at that regular retail to make sure you're getting a great deal. Oreos 3 for $10, Wheat Thins 3 for $10. Man, these are all good things to throw in the kiddos' lunchbox. Here's a weekly digital deal on the first transaction, up to 5 farmland bacon at $4.99 each. And that's just a decent deal. Here we go. Here's a better deal on blueberries. An 18-ounce pack at $2.88. So that's a big deal right there. And that's on your digital savings. And then Cheetos and Lay's at $3.99 each. These are the party size packs, so the bigger bag. $1.49 each on Pepsi, Coke, and 7-Up products sold in a 2-liter bottle. It's not bad. $3.99 on the 40-pack. Donations right there. If you're feeling like you want to donate to people in need, the water is a great way to do it during the summer. Let's keep rolling down this ad. 21.25 count sold in a 2-pound bag. This is an easy peel shrimp, $5.99 a pound. That size shrimp at $5.99 a pound. That is a good one. That is a good one indeed. And then just Lay's stack packs here, 99 cents each. Why not? Quaker bars and yogurt bars, at $1.49 each. Not bad. And then here's that family size Cheez-It or snack pack at $3.99. Ooh, best price I've seen on Red Baron pizza so far at $2.99 each. It looks like it's a Red Baron week, man. $2.99 a pizza. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's keep rolling down this, see what else we have in store. Buy four for $10. Ruffles, Doritos, and Tostitos. You must buy the 4 to get the deal. And then 10 for $10 on Chef Boyardee and mac and cheese. So $1 a box or can of Chef Boyardee or mac and cheese. Not bad. Mott's apple juice, 2 for $6. Kiddos. Oh, and 2 for $10 on the DiGiorno pizzas. So $5 a pizza. Oh no, in this situation, I think Red Baron at $2.99 is a little better deal. Kroger marinade, traditional spaghetti sauce at 99 cents each. Why not? You take any base pizza sauce or spaghetti sauce and kind of juice it up however you see fit. You know, saute some onions and throw some onions in there. Chop up some bell peppers, sauteed onions, and maybe a little bit of garlic, and saute that all together and throw it in your sauce. And man, you can make just even a cheap 99-cent sauce into a gourmet sauce, in my opinion. These are Boost membership deals. So Boost is Fry's yearly club membership. And I tell you, on some of this stuff, you can save enough money, you know, on these deals to actually pay for the membership. Let's keep rolling down this ad. 4 for $5 on Bar S Bun Length Franks and Classic Franks. This is the 12-ounce package. So that's just a decent deal. And then hot dog and burger buns, Sara Lee ballpark buns at $2.99 each. Kroger cheese 2 for $5, $2.50 a thing. It's not bad, and that's the bigger one right there, you guys. And then 4 ears of corn, shucked and ready to go for $5. Can't really go wrong with that. Oh, that's about it. Nope, it's not it. Ribeye steak, $14.99 a pound. That's pretty high, but ribeye steak at $14.99 a pound. Just an average deal. Sockeye salmon, $12.99 per pound. And then what do you got? Heritage Farms drumstick thighs for just $1.49 a pound. C-pack. You got clam strips and breaded butterflied shrimp. You know, buy one get one free, not bad. And then breakfast sausage, turkey, and original links for $3.99 each. Not bad at all. All right, I think that is it for the Fry's ad. Let's slide into our Bashas ad and see what Bashas is rolling. Man, they're rolling a 97-cent ad right here. Whole fryer for 97 cents each. Hass avocado, 97 cents each. What do we got here? Cucumbers, orange, gold, green, and red bell peppers. Yellow peaches, all 97 cents each. Not bad. Italian bread, Gatorade, Pringles, all 97 cents each. Man, it's some great deals. And then here at $1.97, you got pork sirloin chops or country style ribs. Man, I love me a good pork sirloin chop, I tell you. They make a great rib and a great chop. And at $1.97 each, or per pound, sorry, that's a good deal. Pork loin roast or chops at $1.97 per pound. That is a smoking deal. And then, you know, you got green and red grapes for $1.97 each as well. Oh, $1.97 on this 24-pack of water isn't bad. And then asparagus at $1.97 too. Bashas is known for their produce, you guys. They usually have some pretty good local produce, in my opinion. All right, $3.97 a pound is going to be on fresh lean ground beef and Jenny O ground beef patties, 80% lean, sold by the pound. So that's a pound package of ground turkey. And then also at $3.97 per pound on 80% lean ground beef. That's going to beat the Fry's ad, and that's a pretty good deal on 80% lean ground beef. $3.97 on a 12-ounce Foster Farmer John regular or thick cut bacon. It's just a 12-ounce product at $3.97. It's about where you'd want to see it, in my opinion. Let's see what else. $3.97 a 12-pack on Pepsi products and Mountain Dew. Not bad. And $3.97 on Nabisco products, Chips Ahoy, Oreos, or graham crackers. Not too shabby at the Bashas. Whole cut up fryer or spatchcock chicken. Spatchcock chicken is basically just the backbone taken out of the chicken and it flattened, or it can be a half chicken as well. So there's a number of ways that the spatchcock, that name is used under. And at $1.69 per pound, that's not too bad. Drumsticks thighs combo at $1.79 per pound. That's just a decent deal, nothing too special. Baby back ribs at $4.99, just a decent deal. Tri-tip roast, Smoky Alabama, that's a pre-marinated one at $10.99, it's just a decent deal. And then we got 10 to 25 count at $8.99 a pound. And that's just a decent deal as well. So these are just, as we go down these ads, you're looking at just some decent savings. T-bones at $11.99 per pound. We've seen them at $10.99 and $12.99. So $11.99 isn't too bad. Let's keep rolling down this Bashas ad. Here we go. $5 Friday, 31.40 count, peeled and deveined shrimp. So man, no tail. no shell, for $5 a pound. At that size, that's a decent deal right there, you guys. That is a good one. And then you got blueberries and strawberries at $5, or 2 for $5, so $2.50 a pound. And it's a 60-ounce pack. So yeah, it's not bad at all. What else do we have here? There's some snack packs, 4 for $5 for the kiddos and lunches. 4 for $5 on Coke, 7-Up, Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, and Squirt 2-liter bottles. That's not terrible. And Thomas's English muffins at $3.79 each. 2 for $5, $2.50 per loaf on Sara Lee bread. Not bad, not bad. 3 pounds for 99 cents on your seedless watermelons. Not bad at all either. There's some member deals here. Mission tortillas at $1.99 each. Yellow onions at 69 cents per pound. What else do we have here? $2.49 each on Doritos and Ruffles and Tostitos. Salsas and cheeses. Not bad. $2.49 each. Digital deal. Got to download those digital savings. Let's see what else we have here. And that's it for the Bashas. You know, just some decent deals. You know, they run a good front page. This is where you can really go save yourself some money when shop around at local stores. Let's hit the food for less, you guys. Let's see what we got at the food for less. Flap meat, but at $8.99 per pound. We've seen Stater Brothers at $7.99. We've seen, what is it, Smart&Final at $7.99. And, you know, a couple different places at $7.99. So this is just an okay price. Boneless, skinless sirloin chops at $2.79 per pound. God, we've seen a number of stores run a better deal than that. So not the best deal, not the worst. 3-pound roll of 85% lean ground turkey, $7.99 for the whole thing. Yeah, it's decent. Papaya, 49 cents per pound. 3 pounds for 99 cents. The whole seedless watermelon, and 99 cents at the large salad tomatoes. Not bad. 5160 count shrimp sold in a 2-pound bag at $12, $6 a pound. And Lay's, Doritos, and Tostitos 4 for $10. You must buy the 4 bags. Here's just your $5.99 deal on your Pepsi Squirt products. Not bad. Here's blueberries at 18-ounce pack for $2.99 each. Now that is a good deal. And Farmer John bacon. Unfortunately, that's a 12-ounce pack at $5.99. No bueno, you guys. That's not a good deal at all. Pepsi, Coke, and Squirt on the digital deal at $1.25. Now we've seen some dollar deals. We've also seen some $1.49 deals. So $1.25 is kind of in the middle of the road as far as pricing on the 2-liter bottles of soda at the food for less. Not too bad. Weekly digital deals. You know, there's $1.49 on your Quaker bars. And then if you want something nice and cool, $2.99 on drumsticks and Snickers ice creams. Not bad at all. $1 deals on all these. Rice-A-Roni, Ritz for $3, Red Bull for $3, Pringles at $2. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Rock Stars and Gatorade 4 for $5. Not too bad. Red Baron Pizza on the digital deal at $2.99 each. And then Fritos and Cheetos, $3.99 each. And this is a family size pack of it. DiGiorno pizzas 2 for $10, so $5 a pizza. I like the I like the Red Baron pizza. Price just a little bit better. Hillshire Farms is a 9-ounce pack of lunch meat. A lot of variety in that thing at $3.49 each. And split breast chicken sold at $2.49 per pound. Love the split breast chicken on the grill. That is the best way to grill a piece of breast, in my opinion, for it to come out nice and juicy. Bone in, skin on, beautiful stuff. Take the bone off afterwards, take the skin off afterwards, but cook it with all that stuff on it. It will come out phenomenally. You have Bar S bologna and beef franks for 2 for $3, so $1.50 each. Not too bad. It's a 16-ounce pack, so it's a decent deal. Oh, and here we go. Great American seafood imitation crab flakes. And it looks like that wild Aqua Star salmon. It's a 20-ounce piece of salmon for $7.99. It is a frozen product, but that is some quality. It's a quality product in my opinion. That right there is a smoking deal, you guys, and one worth taking advantage of. Let's see what else we have in store. I think that is about it for the Food for Less ad. Let's roll into the Ralphs. Ralphs in California, and they're running a trim tri-tip at $8.99 a pound. That's just a decent deal for tri-tip, kind of an average deal. We have cherries for $3.99 per pound, not bad. A 2-day sale, Saturday and Sunday. You know, baby carrots, 10 for 10, buck a pack. And then there's those St. Louis style ribs at $3.49 per pound, and that's that spare rib without that top brisket bone on it, and a nice grilling rib when it's in the St. Louis style form. Boneless, skinless breast chicken or thigh, $2.99. That's just your store brand. And then Atlantic salmon fillet at $9.99 per pound, not bad. Cheerios, larger size. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, larger size. Buy one get one free. Look at your regular retail. Make sure that's a good price. Buy one get one. And then Canada Dry, Pepsi, and what do we got? Diet Cherry Coke, $5.99 each. You know, just a decent price on 12 packs of soda. Nabisco products, Oreos, Wheat Thins, 3 for 10. When you buy 3, so you have to buy 3 of those bad boys. There's that Farmer John deal on the bacon. It's a 12-ounce pack at $5.99. It's just not a good deal. Cheetos and Lay's on the digital deal at $3.99 each. Is the big party pack of those, and that is a decent deal. And then the $3.99 the 40-pack of water. Donations right there. That's a good deal to make donations with, and you can buy up to 5 of those in that digital deal. Not bad at all. 49 cents a pound on your whole seedless or seeded watermelons. That's not bad. And then 21.25 count at $6.99 a pound. On that extra large shrimp, and that's going to be a tail on, shell on, but it's going to be deveined, so it's a little more convenient. And then Coke and Pepsi products at $1.25 a 2-liter, not bad, and that's up to 5 times on that. There's that Red Baron pizza again at $2.99, and then that snack pack Cheez-Its or family size Cheez-It box for $3.99, and that's a good price as well. Let's see what else we have here. Final cost Ruffles, Doritos, and Tostitos, 4 for 10. Not bad. When you buy 4, and there's that 2 for 10 price on DiGiorno pizza. Here's some of those Boost membership deals like I talked about. Ralph's is also a Kroger company, and that's part of their yearly membership for their Boost Club, and you really can get some good prices, as you see a whole jar of marinara here for 99 cents each. Not bad at all. Not bad. Baby back ribs at $5.99 per pound, just an okay deal. Nothing to write home about. 4 russet baking potatoes. Those are the big russet baking potatoes at $3.99, ready to go for you. I love those big baking potatoes to throw on the grill. All right, what else do we have here? Laura's lean ground beef, 8% fat, 16-ounce pack, or 93% lean ground beefs at $10.99 each. That's not that good a deal, but those are nice, decent lean ground beefs. But man, $10.99 is pretty pricey. That's just a decent deal. And then the sausage for $5.49. That is an 18-ounce pack, so it's a little bigger pack. Just a decent deal as well. Chorizo right there, $2.49 each. That's not a bad price right there. And then corn, 5 for $3. That's just an okay price as well. So the Ralph's is a little higher priced, unfortunately. They got a couple decent deals in this place. But let's roll into the California Safeway. These are going to be your Safeway stores in California. And they've got what's called a Signature Farms Chicken Picnic Pack, leg quarters, drumsticks, or thighs. So it's a pack of them. It looks like buy one, get one free. Pay attention to that regular retail. $13.15 count at $7.99 per pound. $13.15 is a large shrimp, and it's $7.99 a pound, but it's a raw shrimp, and it's sold in a 2-pound bag. But that is a good price right there. Smoking price for that size shrimp. That's a prong shrimp. That's a large shrimp. Then they got a 3-pound thing of bacon at $4.99 per pound. That's not too bad. And then yellow peaches and nectarines or black plums at $1.99 per pound. That's a pretty good average price, but those plums, man, Must be just coming into season. At $1.99 per pound. That's decent for a plum. Sweet corn, 4 ears for $1. Not bad. Ora wheat and Entenmann's. Not bad. Buy one, get one free. And then you got $2.49 each on Doritos, Lay's, Sun Chips. Not bad. And looks like it's a good mix and match when you buy 3 packs. So you have to buy 3 things of the chips. Let's keep rolling down this ad. Weekly deal. Ooh, fresh Atlantic salmon. Here we go. Here's the deal. $7.97 per pound. That is the cheapest price I've seen so far this week. And then USDA Choice Top Round or London Broil at $4.97 a pound as well. Not bad right there. That is a good price on London Broil or Top Round. Hass avocados and mangoes for 97 cents each. Smoking deal. Buy 2, get 2 free on Pepsi products, you guys. Not bad. Lucerne products, half gallons, cheeses, shredded cheeses, chunk cheese, and milk for $1.97. And then Kettle and Pringles at $1.97 as well. Not bad at all. Cheerios, Nature Valley Crunch Bars, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch at $1.99 per box or per package. Not too bad. 99 cents on pasta, pastaroni and rice-a-roni products. Not bad. Taco Tuesday. McCormick Taco Dry Seasoning Mix for 79 cents each. Love Taco Tuesday, one of my favorite days of the week. Wonder Bread at $2.99 and Ballpark Hot Dog and Burger Buns at $3.49. Not bad. Not bad. Let's keep rolling down this and see what else. DiGiorno at $5. There we go. And then we got pork chops at $3.99. Not too bad. It's a mega pack, so it's a very large pack. We've seen a couple pork loin deals at $1.99, so here they are, cut up for you at $3.99 if you don't want to cut your own meat. There's a Top Round London Broil, probably past the limit at $7.99. That's not too bad. And a Hormel tenderloin marinated at $6.99 each. I think I saw those at $8.99 last week. So they kind of go up and down. 18-ounce thing of blueberries, $6.99 each. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. And then here's some Friday deals. 80% lean ground beef at $5 a pound. 3-ounce lobster tail at $5 a pound, which is probably a pretty good deal. That's actually a really good deal right there. Wild caught strawberries, 2 pounds for $5, $2.50 per pound on the strawberries. Not bad. Fritos and Ruffles, 2 for $5. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. A snack pack right there for the kiddos' lunches. Throw them a little treat in there. Here's another Quaker bar deal. Lots of little lunch deals for the kiddos going back to school. $2.97 or $2.79 on Coke 2 liter. We've seen a lot of 2 liter deals. This is the highest price so far. All right, I think that is about it. For the Safeway ad in California. Now let's roll into the Smith's ad. You'll see some similarities on the Smith's ad. We have 73% lean ground beef sold in a 3-pound roll at $3.99 per pound. That's not bad. That's a good price. Pork loin and pork shoulder at $2.49 a pound. Not bad at all. Kroger sausages, hot, mild, brats, beer brats, cheddar, chorizo, $3.99 each. And then mix and match on your Cheerios and Cinnamon Toast Crunch, larger size packages. Looks like it's the 12 to 18.2 ounce pack. Buy one, get one free. 88 cents on the baby carrots. It's a 2-day sale, Saturday and Sunday. And then a 2-day sale on the St. Louis style pork ribs for just $2.49 per pound. Not bad, not bad. Buy 2, get 2 free. 7-Up Coke, Diet Cherry Coke. Buy 2, get 2 free. Almost every single week, you guys. One store or another is running this deal. Oreos, Nabisco products, basically 3 for $10. 10 for 10 deal on spaghettis and spaghetti noodles. And that's probably all varieties or selected varieties, it says. And then here we go. Digital deal on the chuck roast, $5.99 a pound at the Smiths. So that's not bad, man. $5.99 a pound, that chuck roast. Cheetos and Lay's, $3.99 each. That's the larger family size pack. And then here we go. Pepsi, Coke, and 7-Up at $1.49 per bottle. Not bad. There we go. Donation deal right there, you guys. 40-pack of water for $3.99. This is their digital deals. You'll have to download these to get these savings. Farmland bacon, 16-ounce pack at $4.99 each. Not bad. Lay's stacks at 99 cents. Sliced and shredded cheese at $3.29 each. Not bad. And there's that Red Baron pizza at $2.99. Man, that's a smoking deal. And then there's your Cheez-Its snack packs and family size packs at $3.99 each. Voila. 49 cents each on some sweets. Hershey's Crunch and Butterfinger bars. Not bad. What else we got rolling down this ad? Ruffles, Doritos, and Tostitos, 4 for $10 when you buy 4. There's that dollar deal on mac and cheese and Chef Boyardee. Not bad at all. Uncrustables, 2 for $8. DiGiorno pizza, 2 for $5 or 2 for $10. That makes them $5 a pizza. And then there's those Boost deals, because Smith's is a Kroger company as well, so you're seeing some similarities here in the ads. That's a decent deal on that marinara for 99 cents. You really can't go wrong there. 4 for $5 on Bar S Classic Franks and Bun Length Franks. 2 for $5 on that American cheese. That's the 16 count, 24 ounces of cheese. And then $4.99 on those 4 ears of corn, shucked and ready to go. There we go. That's on the Simple Truth. This is their natural brand line of chicken. This is a chicken breast at $5.49. That's decent for that packaging, or for that grade of chicken, I suppose you'd say. Great deal. 18-ounce blueberry for $4.99. That's just decent. We've seen cheaper on that. Here we go. T-bone, $8.99 a pound. This is probably the best deal we've seen on T-bone so far this week, and $3.99 a pound on boneless, skinless breast chicken. Not bad, not bad. Johnsonville breakfast sausage links, $3.99 each. And then there's that C-pack deal. Clam strips breaded, and then your butterfly shrimp breaded. Buy one, get one free, mix and match. Pay attention to your regular retail to see if you're getting a decent deal. Large, peeled and deveined shrimp, 3140 count raw, $6.99 per pound. No tail, no shell, no nothing, ready to go and whatever you want to cook for $6.99 a pound. Not bad. All right, you guys, that's about it for that deal. And last but not least, the Vons ad. Vons is in California, and they run some pretty good deals on their produce. Large cherries, $2.99 on their digital deals. An 18-ounce package of blueberries, $3.99. Both very good deals. New York strip steak, bone in, $9.99 per pound. And that's a good deal on a New York strip. We have seen cheaper prices on this style meat, but man, just a good average across the board price. $2.99 on pork shoulder roast. Not bad, but we've seen a little cheaper price than that pork shoulder. And then Signature Farms boneless, skinless breast chicken or thigh at $3.99 per pound. That's just a decent deal, but nothing too special. $1.99 on mix and match Cheerios, Goldfish, Gushers, Eggos, and Nature Valley Crunch Bars at $1.99 each. Mix and match, not bad. Buy 2 get 2 free. Coke, Pepsi, Canada Dry, 12 packs. Take a look at that regular retail. Classic Lay's, Doritos, and Sun Chips and Tostitos cheeses at $2.49 each. Not bad. And Lucerne cheese at $2.49 each. Man, that's a good deal. 6 to 8 ounce at $2.49. Not bad at all. So they're rolling some decent deals. You got to kind of pay attention to what you're buying. Pick and choose a little bit, That's why I say if you bounce around to multiple stores, you will save money. Just take the time to go shop these deals, and you will save money. I promise you. Ooh, look at that. DiGiorno pizza, $3.99 each. And these little pick 4 or more to save. So these little coupons, there's a few decent deals. Cheez-Its right there, $2.99. There's some decent deals in here if you really get to looking. Boy, they sure do make you squint your eyes to actually read the coupon, right? Let's see what this is. Purified water. That's a 40 pack for $3.99 each. Donation, donation, donation. Right there. 40 pack of water. Voila. And then here we go. This is a decent deal. So this is Jimmy Dean bacon at $3.99. This is a 12-ounce pack, but that's right where you want to see the Jimmy Dean bacon. That's good bacon. It really is. And then what else do we have here? So this is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this is a 3-day cyber sale, basically. $1.49 per pound on on strawberries. Not bad. And then $4.99 a pound on 85% lean signature ground beef. Not bad, not bad. And here's some $5 deals. $31.40 count. This is a large raw shrimp. Not bad. $5 a pound. Fritos and Ruffles, 2 for $5. $2.50 a bag. Family size Cheez-It for $4.49. That's just decent. Nature Valley right there, or Nature's Own bread at $1.99 each. That's a good price. Hell yeah. That's a good brand of bread right there. And there's a ribeye steak at $12.99. It's only a couple bucks per pound savings. Lunchables 2 for $3. It's perfect for the kiddos. Throw them in your lunch pail and they're ready to go. And then your Hormel marinated pork loins at $6.99 per package. And that's not bad. All right, that's all of our ads. We went through 10 or 11 ads today. And, we tried to find and pick and choose those best deals for the kiddos' lunches, those signature, grilling items for the weekend, or just those daily cookers, as you're running through the week and just preparing dinners and cooking for your family. We tried to save some money today, and I think we did. If you pick just a few of these stores and run through these stores and pick out their best front page items in your local area, you are going to save money, I promise you. All right, my name's Tom, and I'm your neighborhood butcher, and I want to thank you, and I appreciate you, for staying with me, as I go through these ads, and I just appreciate each and every one of you spending time with me. Please hit the like button, and if you like this content, hit that free subscribe button. Help me out. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on this channel, and I would really appreciate you hitting that free subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a penny, I promise. And then give us a like from time to time to keep us in the algorithm, to let the algorithm know that I'm doing a good job for you. Hey, thank you for spending some time with me. I appreciate you. And bye now.